Ye stout-hearted that are far from righteous, I bring near my righteousness, and it shall not be far off, and my salvation shall not tarry, and I will place salvation in Zion for Israel, my glory. Imagine. Touch not my anointed. Touch not the apple of my eye. Touch not my people. For St. Paul says, all of Israel will be saved, not through the law, not through the land, but through the blood of Jesus. How this will happen, I do not know. But God knows the end from the beginning. I have to also tell you that He knows the end from the beginning in my life too. You know, we've just come back from praying with so many people for healing. And we've seen, I would say, at least 100 people were healed. At least 100 people were healed. The most dramatic one that was one woman who was in a couple of accidents, and she had what do they call, a brace around her neck, and she couldn't move her neck. And immediately, one prayer, she was able to move her neck and able to move her shoulders and you know, able to get up. And she had been coming to the services that they hold in Mendota, and then she kind of strayed away, but now she's back. It took an accident to bring her back, and God healed her like that. We had many, many things that happened. Many, many people were healed. So Saturday, you know, I'm going to tell you, Saturday was my first day home, and I was really tired, and I had the Mass on Saturday evening, and then we have the healing service. And can I just tell you, the last thing I wanted to do was to pray with people for healing. I just didn't want to do it. So after the Mass, I went into the sacristy and I said, you know, Lord, I want to be someplace else. I'm really tired of this. I'm really tired. And then I said, but Lord, I surrender. I surrender. Because you know what? These people come, and I don't want to give them second best. So Lord, just do what I don't want to do. I surrender. We had a baby, 16 months, who never walked. I prayed over that baby's legs, and he took a few steps. We had a man with Parkinson's disease who shook in his right or left hand. I prayed one simple prayer. The shaking stopped. Then his walking, we prayed for his walking, because since he's had Parkinson's, he's not walked as he used to. He left the church and said, I haven't walked like this since before the disease came to me. Then we had a woman whose hips and legs were really bothering her, and the Lord had her walking up, and it was all legs this week. That was the run on legs. But I didn't want to do it. But I did surrender. I did surrender. And was I happy that I surrendered? Because, you know, though I was tired of laying hands on people, you know, everybody went someplace else in the house. They all went someplace else. And the last thing I want to do was go to another prayer meeting where they went. That was the last thing I wanted to do. I just didn't need a prayer meeting. I had enough. I saw the action of God. I saw the action of God. I saw the action of God. You know, because God knew the end from the beginning. He knew. He knew, but He gave me the choice. You know, I could have laid hands upon those people and just quickly gone through them. I could have. I could have. And I'm not going to tell you I haven't done that before, because I'd be a liar. But I figured, you know what? I have no idea who's here tonight, and I'm just going to give the Lord what He needs to do. And, you know, who got the greatest blessing but me? That I could see a little baby after 16 months that never took a step into his mother's arms, a couple of steps, 3 steps, 4 steps, I don't remember, which is a beginning. You know, God knows your end from the beginning, but you must cooperate with Him. You must cooperate with Him. You cannot buck against the goad as St. Paul was doing. You've got to cooperate with Him. And things begin to happen. Even though you might feel inadequate, tired, let down, things begin to happen when you cooperate with the Lord. Even when you don't want to do it. You see, I was like Jonah, but I didn't run away. I could have run away. And I could have rationalized it. It's been a week that I've been healing services, and I'm tired, and I'm drained, and I've had it. And all those things were true. But here are some people right in front of you. I didn't know what their problems were. But I couldn't say to the Lord, not tonight. Because I knew I was being given the choice. But thank God I didn't go that way. We're all given choices, you see. We're all given choices. And the best choice is to cooperate with the living God despite what we feel, or despite our tiredness, or despite our loneliness, or despite whatever. Because you see, God knows the end from the beginning with those who cooperate with Him in faith. He knows the end from the beginning. And I want it to be a good end when it comes to my part. I don't want it to be a sloppy end. I want it to be a good end. But you know, He knows whether I'm going to cooperate or not. But I want to cooperate because of grace. And you know, when one is tired and one is experiencing, you know, all this stuff, it's easy to say no more for today. But when you have people in front of you, you have to make a decision. What is more important? My feelings or these people? I have ministered to people when I have been under a cloud of darkness, and I have continued to minister to people the best way I could. I'm not going to tell you it was great, but the best way I could. But I know that despite the cloud of darkness that I might have been under, that God knows the end from the beginning and can bring about glory through people. This is real. This is real. This is real stuff, you see. We're always making choices. You know, I know